Students, today we shall try to understand the next part of cancer biology is carcinogens. Carcinogens are any agents or stimulants that induces cancer or causes cancer. Causative factors of cancer are called carcinogens. There are two types of carcinogens seen. The carcinogens which are seen from outside the body of an organism are called extrinsic. If are seen within the body of an organism, called as intrinsic. So we have extrinsic factors that act as carcinogens, intrinsic factors that act as carcinogen. We shall understand each of the type one by one. Intrinsic stimulants or intrinsic carcinogens. There are two types of intrinsic stimulants which are present within the body of the organism. They are called abnormal genes and abnormal chromosomes. Abnormal genes. There are cancer-causing genes in all individuals which are called as proto-oncogenes. When these genes undergo mutation, they induce cancer in the organisms. So they are called silent genes of cancer, which upon the inducement will bring in the cancer in the individuals. The second type we have is, there are cancer suppressing genes called as tumor suppressor genes in every organism. When they undergo mutation and fail to control cancer, it induces cancer in the individuals. So proto-oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes, which upon the mutation bring in cancerous condition in the organisms. The second type is abnormal chromosomes. Abnormality in the standard structure of chromosomes also leads to the formation of cancer condition. Example, there is a process of translocation between chromosome number 9 and chromosome number 22. So this translocations will lead to the formation of the leukemia condition, blood cancer condition. So the abnormality related to chromosomes, abnormalities related to genes together forms the intrinsic stimulants that causes cancer. The second type is extrinsic factors. They are the factors present outside the body of an organism. They may be physical, chemical, and biological types. Physical type of extrinsic factors includes predominantly radiations, which brings in mutation and further into cancerous condition. There are two types of radiations, ionizing and non-ionizing type. Ionizing radiations are the radiations which have high power of penetration. When they penetrate into these tissues and cells of an individual, they knock out the electrons. They throw away the electrons from the atoms of cells, inducing or causing DNA damage. Thus, the chromosomal structural stability will change. It leads to the kind of cancer, as what we have understood in abnormal chromosomes. Non-ionizing radiations have low power of penetration that causes changes in nucleotides such as purines and pyrimidines. It induces cancer of most vital organs such as lungs, liver, and blood. Excessive exposure of an individual to X-rays, sunlight, UV rays, gamma rays will trigger the process of cancer. It is related to the radiations. The second type we have is the chemical extrinsic factors. Chemicals are generally referring to the synthetic chemicals which on exposure will bring in the cancerous condition. It includes environmental pollutants. Burning of coal burning of fossil fuel results in the formation of various dangerous products into the air, which upon inhalation will bring in the cancerous condition in the individuals. The next example is smoking of cigarettes will lead to oral or lung or throat cancers. We also find artificial dye and sweeteners in sweet stalls, which will cause cancer through the food products, the coloring dyes. You also might have seen the silver paper seen or on the sweets, which is also a cancer-inducing component. Next, we have caffeine used present in coffee, also induces cancer. The pesticides induces bladder cancer. The animal protein-rich diet, when we consume generally animal products, it causes breast cancer and also related to the colon cancer. Usage of contraceptive pills and steroids also induces cancer in the human beings related to breast and the uterus. Exposure to mustard gas also causes lung cancer. Exposure to asbestos sheets or asbestos chemicals will induce lung cancer. Exposure to the soot, the black color smoke, will lead to skin and lung related cancer. Exposure to antibiotics such as aflatoxins will lead to liver cancer. Exposure to steroids, diethyl stibutyrol is a steroid used as contraceptive pill, causes vaginal and cervical cancer. So all these chemicals are very dangerous to the body of a normal individuals, which upon a longer duration exposure will lead to cancerous condition. The third type we have is biological carcinogens. They are the living agents which triggers the process of cancer. Generally, viruses which are said to be retroviruses category causes cancer in the human beings. Viruses called oncogenic viruses causes cancer that includes all this variety of viruses. Retroviruses with mRNA as the RNA as the genetic material in it, which upon entry into DNA group of cells will produce an enzyme called as reverse transcriptase and convert the mRNA into DNA. So retroviruses are capable of converting their RNA into DNA in the host cell, such as human beings, and induce cancer. For example, simian virus 40, SV40 type of virus causes ovarian cancer. Hepatitis virus causes liver cancer. Herpes virus causes blood and uterine cancer. Papilloma virus causes cervical cancer. So all this access, the agents which are seen present outside the body that induces cancer called extrinsic factors.